Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy Chris, aka host of Sitting Down with the Raffians. You already know, man. Today is Thursday night football, so that means a new week in the NFL. So I'm about to hit y'all with some predictions.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You already know what I'm saying. Appreciate the love and support on the last video and the videos beforehand. You already know it's always greatly appreciated from all the Jits and Raffians on this side of the world. It is currently about 1:30 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. I was gonna film this last night, but got caught up in some business. I can't disclose that information, but I got caught up in some business.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You dig what I'm saying? Usually we hang this from the shirt also, but I was hanging it on my shirt and that thing was just like yanking. I don't want to, you can't be saying all that. We're trying to make this a PG-13 podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's not rated M for mature. Not yet.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
No, I'm just playing. But appreciate you guys tuning in, tapping in. In this video, like I said, I'm just gonna be giving you my week 5 predictions for every single matchup in the NFL. I'm not gonna go too in depth into each matchup, but I will just be talking about. Excuse me. I don't know why. Every time I start filming, I just start to burp and get all the gassy gas. Pause.
Oh, you nasty ass bastard! You fucking nasty ass motherfucker! That's nasty, man!
But I'm just going to be talking about every matchup, giving my predictions, who I think is going to win. I'm also going to be talking about some money lines, some spreads, some over-unders that you should consider taking if you are a betting sportsman in this business. Because, of course, I like to bet and roll the dice sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Everything stays on the table. Don't nobody touch that table. You understand? All right.
Wonderful, hard
And so, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And then I'll highlight 2 key matchups like I did in my last week video for week 4. I'm going to do the same thing for week 5. And then that's pretty much going to be what we'll talk about. So thank you guys for tuning in and tapping in. And let's get into it. So, of course, to kick us off, Thursday night football tonight, y'all. We got the Chicago Bears going and visiting the Washington Commanders. This is what I'm not going to talk too much in depth about. But it's pretty easy to say Commanders are easily going to win this game. We all know the Bears just are complete dog water this season. You know what I'm saying? The whole Justin Fields fiasco is still looming. Thoughts on if they should have maybe, traded away that number 1 pick to my Panthers. Because, I can't really talk. I'm a Panthers fan, y'all. So we're right there with the Bears. I'm not going to sit here and cap with y'all Jits. But pretty easy here. The Commanders, the spreads at -6 for the Commanders, +6 for the Bears. If I'm a betting man, I'm definitely taking -6. Although the Chicago Bears did only lose by 3 last week. But still, they're in Washington. Washington has looked pretty decent this year. Very up and down. Sam Howell's had good games, and he's also had bad games. But pretty comfortably here, take the Commanders. And then next, to kick us off on Sunday, we got the Bills taking on the Jags once again in London. The Jags are back-to-back weeks playing in Wembley Stadium in London. You already know, with the Brits. Bruv, with Top Boy and them boys, with Dave Santan.
I grew up in Streatham.
But, yeah, pretty easily here, I take the Bills. Jags are just going to be an inconsistent team, I think, this whole time. Up and down, of course, just like any other, inconsistent team, just like the Chicago Bears. No, I'm just playing, just like the Commanders. But, yeah, pretty comfortably here, I take the Bills. Over-under on this. I kind of like the over-under on this. It's 48.5. So, definitely, I'll take the under on this.
Cap.
Now
Honestly, nah, scratch that. Take the over. Smash the over. Pause.
Say, ooh.
But take the over on that. You already know 48.5. That's justice. But yeah, I got the Bills here pretty comfortably. Of course, if you want to go money line, that's easy money. But take the over on this for sure. But don't blame me for your picks, by the way. Disclaimer: I'm not no guru. I'm just giving you what I think and what lines I'm thinking of putting on the line for this weekend.
This is a load of barnacles.
Then next, we got the Baltimore Ravens visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Baltimore pretty comfortably here. The spread's at -4 in favor of the Ravens, +4 if you're willing to go with Kenny Pickett and Najee Harris and the boys. But I'd say definitely take the spread and go with the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens been hooping, you know what I'm saying? Had a big win on the road against Cleveland last week. I know Deshaun Watson was out, right? But still, take Baltimore. Defense has looked really solid this year. Roquan Smith, Kyle Hamilton, and them boys have been looking nice.
Shut up, bitch.
And I mean, with Pittsburgh, of course, their defense is good, but they got starched by CJ Stroud last week. So definitely take the Ravens here pretty comfortably. You already know, man. I think they're gonna hoop on these boys, and we just don't know what Pittsburgh Steelers offense is just gonna look like. It's been horrendous this year. It's been pretty bad. So next, we got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Colts. This one is quite the toss-up. This is a good matchup, but I'm going to go with the Colts here. Anthony Richardson came back last week. Of course, they lost an OT to the Rams, but they at least looked, good. Of course, the first half was a bit of a struggle for Anthony Richardson, but the second half turned it up, led a huge comeback. So I think pretty comfortably I got the Colts here, man. This is a toss-up, though. This is a toss-up. And the Colts are +2.5 spread. So definitely take +2.5, the over. Because either way, if you think about it, they're going to either win by a field goal or a touchdown. So take +2.5 for the Indianapolis Colts here. Easy money. Next. Oh, man, this might be a murder, y'all. We got the Giants going and visiting the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins comfortably here. I mean, over under 48.5 as well. I mean, but it's just going to be primarily from the Dolphins. So I definitely take I'd go with the under, but they'll definitely put, the thing is, I don't think the Giants will score a lot of points, but Miami will score a lot of points. So Miami comfortably here. There's not really too much to dissect, of course. Giants, offensive line is trash. So we'll see if Miami's defense can get going and get some type of confidence against the O lineman, or at least the D lineman of the Dolphins can get some type of confidence going against the O lineman of the New York Giants. Next, we got the Saints going to Foxborough and taking on the Patriots. Saints pretty comfortably here. Spreads at -1 in favor of the Saints. But over under 38.5. Honestly, I feel like this game will be pretty ugly.
U-G-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. You ugly. You ugly.
We all know Christian Gonzalez, sadly, my twin, is out for the rest of the season, you know what I'm saying? But they did get JC Jackson, which I don't think is much of an improvement. He's been trashed since he's left the Patriots, so hopefully he'll come back and we'll see what they can do, or we'll see what he can do. But also Matthew Judon is out, I think, with his like arm or elbow or something. I don't know if it was like a torn pec. I don't know what it was, but
That don't make no sense. But,
it was an upper body injury. So that makes that defense less scary. So Saints comfortably here. Next, we got the Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Definitely going with the Texans here. They're going to Atlanta, but Texans are on a 2-game win streak, and the Falcons are on a 2-game losing streak. So definitely take the Texans here. They're not favored at +105, so take the money line here. CJ Stroud's been balling. Defense has been, good. Bijan Robinson doing his thing. So if you're going to bet any over-under on his yards or receptions or TDs, take the over for sure. For sure, take the over. And then next, we got the Panthers going to Detroit. Oh, man, I'm not going to – of course, I'm going to root for the Panthers. If I could pick them every week, I'm going to pick them every week.
Everybody else
what
is
the are you delusional?
Are you delusional?
But, of course, let's just be real. Detroit's on fire. Amon Ross not playing this week, but Jamison Williams is coming back. Josh Reynolds and them boys. David Montgomery looking like old school Dave Montgomery. We'll see if Jameer gets unlocked here. So just take any The spread is -10. I don't know if spread in favor of the Detroit Lions is -10. Uh, I'd I'd take it. Yeah, we're gonna lose pretty bad, especially since we're going on the road. So Detroit Lions here -10 spread. Take it.
What did I just see?
Next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Arizona Cardinals in Glendale. I definitely am. I'm picking the Cardinals, man.
What? Yeah, I'm the lone person to do that.
I love Jamar Chase. That's my dog, man. I love Joe Burrow, but they've looked sus. Arizona hasn't been getting their ass totally kicked. You know what I'm saying? They've been losing, but they haven't been getting their ass kicked. So that's a different, it's a difference between getting your ass kicked and a difference between, losing games. You know what I'm saying? So they're putting up points. I believe that will win here. Easy money. Their money line's at +140, so bang that money line. And then also +3. I would stay away from the spread on here, but take the money line here for sure.
Skin tone, chicken bone, leave me alone here.
Eagles going to the Rams. That's the next matchup. Definitely take the Eagles pretty comfortably here. I mean, there's no need to I wouldn't even touch this game honestly, just because we just don't know. Cooper Kupp is coming back. We'll see how Puka Nacua and him with Matthew Stafford, being back in the center, slinging that rock. You know what I'm saying?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
We'll see how they do, but I still think the Eagles win here pretty comfortably. Next, we got the Chiefs taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, I'd definitely take the over on this. It's 52.5. I know that's steep, but both of these teams put up points. But definitely Chiefs are going to win here. Sadly, the Vikings just have a tough schedule, man. They play some tough teams. I know they got the dub last week against my Panthers, but you still got to ride with the Chiefs here, man. You know what I'm saying? The Chiefs are just balling out of control. They just, ever since that week 1 loss, they've at least kept winning games. They find a win to win games. And so that's pretty much it. Mahomes over anybody, you know what I'm saying? So next, we got the Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. Ooh, this one's going to be good. You already know the spicy, all the ish talking that was going on before the season started with Sean Payton kind of just cooking Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
And then Aaron Rodgers and the whole gang being like, hold up, we'll see you guys week 5. Well, guess what? It's week 5, y'all. Dame time. Sorry, got an itch on my nose.
What? What the fuck?
But yeah, the Jets are not favored, so I definitely take the money line. Stay away from the spread. Spread's at +2.5, but take the money line. That's +115. Good money in your pockets. Of course, they're going to Denver. It's going to be, a little bit of a hostility environment, but also they barely lost to the Chiefs. Zach Wilson looked pretty good. Played his best game in a Jets uniform last weekend. So we just hope to see if that could continue to carry on for this week. But we all know Broncos defense is trash. Russell Wilson, 6 flags up and down this year. Very inconsistent.
Oh, wow.
But also they've had a tough schedule, so I'll let it slide. But they barely beat the Bears. Just had to remind y'all that. And then Sunday Night Football. This one's going to be spicy, y'all.
Shit! I'm now fucking crying over a fucking wing.
We know the heated rivalry between these two teams, but we got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco, going to the Bay 49ers. Man, this one's a good one, but I'm not trying to seem like I'm a Cowboys hater. I love Tony Pollard. I love CeeDee Lamb. He's an OU boy. You already know. Boomer Sooner, baby. Big game this weekend, as I alluded to in my first video this week. But 49ers, man, ain't nobody stopping CMC, Ayuk, Debo, Kittle. They've all been healthy, you know what I'm saying? I know Ayuk was out for, I think, a week and a half or a week or two with, a subpart injury, but San Fran's rolling. This is Dallas's kryptonite, man. We all know the beef between these two teams goes way back to the Deion Sanders and Jerry Rice days, the Michael Irvin, the Troy Aikmans, the Joe Montanas, the Steve Young days. This, and of course, in recent years, 49ers have just been smacking up the Cowboys in the playoffs. Not smacking them, but beating them. And we all know that last play, that Ezekiel Elliott, that last play in that playoff game last year. Oh, my God. Roll the clip.
Final play looks like barring a penalty. Prescott over the middle of the turf gets smoked right away, and that'll do it. The 49ers back to the championship game.
But San Fran here, don't bet on this game at all, honestly. Just stay off. And then Monday night to close it out. This is a sorry game, but we'll take it. Any game with the Raiders is sorry, but also the Packers look pretty sorry this year. But Green Bay versus Las Vegas. I definitely take Green Bay here. Like I said, this is another game you don't really want to bet on. Just leave it alone. The spread is at -1 in favor of the Packers. So, but stay away from this game. But I got the Packers here. We'll see if Jordan Love can bounce back from that atrocious performance against the Detroit Lions last week. So yeah, those are my Week 5 picks for this week. For all I said 4.
You stupid.
Week 5 picks for this week. And a little bit of some betting knowledge, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes I got to help the bettors out there, you know. Also, shout out my dog Tuck. He created an Excel sheet with all this information for me. So, boys. But now to get into the 2 key matchups for this week that I want to do a deeper dive on. Of course, I had just alluded to this a little bit earlier, but the Cowboys going to San Francisco is going to be a banger. That's going to be the first one I want to talk about. And then the second one, this one may be a little bit off guard, but Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. That one's going to be a nice game. But the first one, as I just said a few seconds ago, Cowboys going to San Fran is going to be a banger, y'all. Banger. I mean, we already know, man, the Cowboys have been hooping. Of course, they had that one loss to the Arizona Cardinals, which made me put them on the fraud/sus behavior. But, of course, they looked good against, oh, my God, excuse me. They looked good against the New England Patriots. I mean, all the teams they played, though, like, think about it, they haven't really been, like, all that. They should be 4-0, but, sometimes you just got to lose a game, you know what I'm saying, to the worst team in the NFL. Well, I mean, the Bears are, but at the time, Cardinals were, by the fans and the casuals, the worst team in the NFL.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Anyway, Cowboys versus 49ers is going to be a banger. CMC has been hooping, man. He's been having a great season. Man's had, I think, like 4 tutties last week. Micah Parsons is doing his thing, of course. Dak Prescott hasn't really, like, wowed me, but he's been playing good enough for them to win games. Mike McCarthy's doing the play calling, of course, this season ever since Kellen Moore is now in Los Angeles Chargers side of the world, you know what I'm saying? So I think, though, the 49ers just win here. Too much firepower. This is Dallas's kryptonite. And I also think 49ers defense, Nick Bosa is going to be on a mission to get to the quarterback and Dakota Prescott. That's his real name. We're going to go government up in here. You know what I'm saying?
You moving federal now.
No.
But, yeah, no, I think the 49ers, I wouldn't say easily win. You just never know with the Cowboys. But we've seen all the recent history. We've seen all the matchups with these two. And the 49ers always come out on top. Whoa, pause. But 49ers, too much firepower. Defense is crack-a-lacking. They're undefeated. This is a good test for Dallas, though. So if Dallas wins, then we can put them in that juggernaut conversation. But for now, we'll put them in contenders conversation and keep them there. But for now, like 2 times.
Stop it. Get some help.
So, yeah. But 49ers, dub. CMC has a big game. Brock has a big game. Honestly, I hope this is a shootout. I really do. I hope CeeDee Lamb and Pollard have a huge game. I really do. But we're just going to have to see, man. Watch a lot of film against the Cardinals versus the 49ers because it feels like the Rams versus 49ers because that was the only game that was tiptoe. You know what I'm saying? Fraudulent behavior. And then the next game, Houston Texans taking on the Atlanta Falcons. ATL Jacob and them boys. You know what I'm saying? Even though there's nobody named Jacob on that team.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
But the only reason I picked this matchup is because it's Battle of Offensive Rookies of the Year. Of course, I know Puka Nacua. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're in the conversation. But CJ Stroud and Bijan Robinson were top 10 picks this year. So this is kind of like the battle of Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be Liddy Schmitty, Liddy McGuire So I got the Texans here, as I alluded to earlier in the video, but don't be shocked. Atlanta's defense is really good. The only thing that I just don't like about Atlanta's offense is really Desmond Ritter. He's garbanzo beans. So can never trust him. I don't think he'll do good this game, honestly. I think Houston Texans are going to eat these boys up. Chef Boyardee.
Oh no!
Emerald Live. Gordon Ramsay. Rachel Ray. Him online, by the way.
What did he say?
But nah, I think CJ Stroud is on a good tear, back-to-back wins. They're on a winning streak while the Falcons are on a losing streak. So I think for the Texans, they're going to keep riding with that momentum, keep riding behind CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Damian Pierce, and them boys. And then of course we got Will Anderson on the defensive side of the ball. Sorry, but that is like the only defensive player I know from the Houston Texans. But I just think the Texans are too. There's a lot more going on and a lot more that you like to see from the Texans. That with the Falcons, everything is good, but bro, Desmond Ritter's your quarterback. Like, unlock Kyle Pitts, unlock Drake London, bro. Y'all drafted them boys in the first round, and Kyle Pitts, to me, if he has a decent quarterback, he's at least getting 1,000 yards every year. Like, for real, he's too good. He's not even a tight end. He looks like a wide receiver. So. But yeah, that's the only concern with the Falcons. Defense is solid. They got Calais Campbell, some vets in there. They got AJ Terrell. They got there's another guy that he was from Cincinnati. I'm blanking on his name right now. Jesse Bates. Yeah, so the secondary is solid. The front line is solid. So we'll see how CJ Stroud can. That's the only concern I probably would have for taking the Texans here, is that Atlanta defense. So it should be a good matchup. But Texans here comfortably. I'm riding on the Texans train. H-Town. But yeah. But those are my week 5 picks and my 2 key matchups that I wanted to dive deeper on. Super excited for this week 5 in the NFL. Unless you're a Panthers fan, then I'm not excited to go 0-5. But hey, man, we believe in you, Bryce. We believe in you.
Bruh, shut your bitch ass up.
But nah, man. Appreciate all the love, support. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Go follow TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at SDWT_. I know that's a box, but we'll put _ Raffians. Once again, appreciate all the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And don't forget, y'all, stay Raffian, you dig? Thank you. Have a good one, and deuces.